Welcome back to the channel. This is DeadMf. We are back again in the prison called life. DeadMf is back again. Ooh, ooh, DeadMf, we are back again. Ooh. That's me doing an imaginary applause, you know. Sometimes I just imagine that there's thousands of people saying, ooh, DeadMf, we are back again. Ah. Obviously, you've seen the title of the video, so you understand what the video is about, you know. That's the thing, man. You know, sometimes, I don't get it how society just doesn't want to understand that there's some people who want to be left alone, you know. I'm not a big fan of crowds, you know. I don't like when all the attention is on me, you know. I just prefer to do most things in the background, you know. And I know that there's some people who feel the same, you know, where you feel like instead of being in the front, you can just be in the background, you know. So society doesn't get that, man, you know. So this life, you know, I've seen that this life is made for extroverted people, you know, people who are the life of the party, you know. And when you don't want to be the life of the party, it's like, it's kind of taboo, you know. People find it weird. You know, some people think you're a serial killer or some kind of, you know, some kind of, I don't know, just somebody who's weird, you know. In Africa, they think you're a witch. You know, they just think, just stay away from that guy. Something's going on with him. But in actuality, you know, you're actually normal and you prefer to talk to other people on your own terms, not on their terms, you know. Only when you feel it's necessary that, okay, now I can talk to other people, you know. Only when, you know. So, and some people, man, you know, you have to realize that some people just want to waste your time, you know. You know, some people talk about subjects that you literally have no interest in, you know. Want to talk about women, talk about cars, you know. I mean, if you have interest in those things, then that's you, you know. But I find it unfulfilling, to be honest. I find it boring, you know. I find it boring talking about women all the time, talking about cars, talking about the next parties that are gonna happen the following weekend, you know. Basically just things that really have no value, if we're just being honest. But you know, the NPCs, they like that, you know. So if you don't like that, it's like something is weird with you, man. And you have to realize that most of the time, you know, people just want to hate on you, man. People bring you around just so they can find out about you and hate on you, you know. Some people just hate you for no reason, you know. Or the reasons may be mediocre. You know, you didn't do anything to them, but they just hate you, man. You know, it's like, bro, why do you hate me, you know? Sometimes you find out that they hate you because you look better than them, you know. And it's like, well, I had no choice, you know, about my looks. What can I do, you know? It's like, man, you hate me because I look handsome. What can I do about that? Nothing. You know, I was born like this, you know. But people judge you for that, you know. They think, oh, he thinks he's better than us. But to be honest, I don't think I'm better than you. I don't even think anything about you, bro. I'm just focused on my stuff, you know. But some people, man, they want to drag you into some of their nonsense, you know. And then when you don't want to engage into that stuff, it's like, oh, you think you're better than us. But I'm not, you know. I just don't want to be associated with something I'm not interested in, man. You know. So I really don't like people, man. If I'm just being honest, I don't like people. And you know, this has always been a problem of mine. You know, people will ask me, you know, what's going on with you? Don't you want to hang with us? Don't you want to? But you know, it's like, I don't know, man, you know. I find it uninteresting talking to other people. I don't know if that makes sense, you know. Like people in general, they bore me, you know. Not to think that I'm better than anybody else, but I just prefer my own company. You know, there's some people like that, you know, where you find being with people is more uninteresting than being with yourself, you know. Because when I'm alone, I can just think my own things, you know, write my own thoughts down, you know, spend my time the way I want to spend it, you know. Not because I have to do something because, you know, I have to do it so that people like me, you know, because that's the case, you know. Most people, they do things because they just want approval. They don't want to be judged, so they end up just doing things, you know. Because I want that guy to like me and to see that, you know, I can hang with the boys, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Fuck that, man. You know, most people don't care, bro. You know, once you realize that most people don't care, you'll stop seeking approval. And some people, they're friends with a lot of people, but when tough times come calling, where are those guys in the first place, you know? The guys that you used to hang around with, where are they now? In your deepest, darkest times. You can't find them. They're gone. So it's honestly a lot of reasons why I just prefer to be with myself, you know? And some people may say, well, you're only with yourself because you're boring, you know? Some people say you can only get bored if you're boring, you know? That's not the case, you know? In fact, I can tell you that there's a lot of people who always want to talk to me. But when I talk to them, I keep it brief, you know? Because, man, like, you know, people drain me, you know? People drain me, to be honest. I can't do long telephone calls, you know? If you visit me, I mean, bro, like, just keep it brief, man. We can't be hanging around the whole day, you know? I can't do it, you know? But some people prefer that. Some people can do that, you know? They have high amounts of social energy. I can do that, you know? Some people can go the whole day just chilling with someone, you know? That's actually a skill, but, you know, it's like, it's not for me, man, you know? So I find people boring. I find them uninteresting. I just generally don't like people, man, because of course there are a lot of positives, you know, that come with knowing a lot of people, but there's also lots of negatives attached with that, you know. Some people will literally drag you into their own drama, you know. When some people want money, they'll call you, can I borrow, you know, $100, $200? It's like, come on, man. This money, I worked it for me, you know. I reserved it for myself, but now I have to give it to you. It's like, come on, man. It's like, come on, man. You know, let me tell you, man. And this is like the most reason why I actually stay away from people, you know. Most people, man, they're like borrowing your stuff, bro. That's why I stay away from people. That's another reason, you know, because some people, they just want to use you, man. Some people, they don't like you the way you think they do, you know. In the meanwhile, you looking for their approval, but they looking to use you. You want their approval, but they looking to use you. Some people just see you as an object, you know, that we're gonna use this guy for 1, 2, 3. Oh, he has this, so let's be friends with him, you know. I mean, you used to see that when you're a child, man. Some kids will only hang out with you because you've got a PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation 3, you know. Oh, let's hang out with him. He's got a PS4. Now when you're an adult, it's like, oh, let's hang out with him because he has a car. Oh, let's hang out with him because he works so he can buy us a couple of beers. There's a it's things like that, man, that really makes you realize that people are only there so they can use you. You know? There's nothing else other than that. So, you know, the more you grow up, man, the more you realize that most people have nothing to offer you. And I always say that all the time that, man, come on, man. Like, the world literally has nothing to offer you, bro. There's nothing to offer you. You'll find that in most cases, people just want to take and take and take and take away from you. And you're just going to be there laying around like a full chicken, ready to be cut in pieces. Come on, man. If you find genuine people, then obviously, then you gotta hang around with them, people who care about you, because you need those kinds of people, who actually really do care about you. But I promise you, man, in this world, it's hard to find people like that, It's hard to find people who are really genuine about developing a true friendship with you, So the chances of finding people like that, they're really low, So, most of the time, I just hang by myself, hang with my own thoughts, because people can't handle what I talk about. Oh my god, this guy, he hates the world. He's fucking depressed. No. I used to be depressed, but now it's like I'm no longer depressed, because I just kind of snapped out of it, when I realized that I'm gonna die anyway sometime in the future. And I hope it's sooner. These fucking birds, man. Those are my friends. Those are the people I hang around with, man. Yeah, but I promise you, man, you just gotta teach yourself to stay away from a lot of people. They don't come with a lot of good things. People come with their own baggages, their own sad stories that they wanna share with you. They're gonna trauma dump all their stuff on you. And if you wanna be a hero and save people, that's fine. Do that, But your life will be a whole lot peaceful if you actually just avoid a lot of people. So not a lot of people bother me, man, because I prefer not to be bothered, because I don't bother other people. Because I don't bother other people. So I prefer to keep to myself, So, yeah, man. Keep to yourself if you want to. If you don't want to, what can we do, This is DeadMf, and I'm signing out.